The latest developments with the Kensington Expressway as the community groups that stopped the construction of the state's billion-dollar cap and tunnel for the 33 are now focusing on a bigger goal.
And that goal is full restoration of the Humboldt Parkway and removal of the expressway. 2 on Your Side's Nate Benson is live along the 33 with the latest tonight. Nate?
Yeah, good evening, Scott and Mary Alice. For the first time since filing their appeal last week, the East Side Parkways Coalition has a message for the state. Give us back our park.
Give us back our park. Give us back our park. Give us back our park.
More than a dozen members of the East Side Parkways Coalition gathered on Tuesday outside the Buffalo Science Museum, which was once.
This used to be the end of the Humboldt Parkway.
But when construction of the 33 began in 1957, the Humboldt Parkway was torn out and the expressway replaced it. Now, whether or not the state DPW, which was the predecessor of the DOT, had the authority to remove the parkway and violate the public trust doctrine is what this appeal is all about.
We are going forward seeking a legal determination that when the State Department of Transportation obliterated Humboldt Parkway, that they did so unlawfully. There was no authorization.
In fact, simply defining what is a park is going to be the crux of this whole case. Attorneys for the coalition argue that the state legislature defined the parkway as a park more than 150 years ago.
The Park Act of 1869 stated that Humboldt Parkway was a park approach and part of the Buffalo Park system. The state legislature dedicated this as parkland in 1869. There's no getting around that.
Judge Emilio Koliakovo determined in February that the Humboldt Parkway was not a park when he dismissed the public trust doctrine case. A different court ruling has caused a permanent injunction, which has prevented the state DOT's 4,100-foot cap and tunnel project from getting off the ground until additional environmental studies are done. The state DOT has not commented on the case other than to say they will begin to re-engage the community about the project.
What that agency has to do now is listen to what that Kensington Expressway has meant to the health posit of the residents of the east side of our city.
The goal of this appeal is to remove the expressway altogether. It's determined by the appellate court that Humboldt Parkway was illegally removed and the expressway was put in. Does that lay the groundwork for restitution to those property owners and families that were removed from that land?
Now that's a very good question. I think what we're looking at is not restitution but restoration. And the law is quite clear.
That law being the public trust doctrine, which according to attorney Ellen Bozer,
if you do it unlawfully, you're taking it away from the public, from the people, and it has to be restored. That's the remedy we seek.
Once again, I reached out to the state DOT to comment on this story, but once again, they told me they do not comment on pending litigation. Live and on your side along the Kensington Expressway, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.